Hey, welcome back to Ready, Set, Sold. I'm your host, Bryan Vogt. As I left you the last segment, I kind of talked about open houses and very bullish on open houses. It's a professional opinion. We've had great successes from sellers. Just recently, we had an open house, and the buyer literally came in, loved the house, and wrote an offer, and the seller was very happy with, and it was a win-win for everyone. So again, they do work. Like anything else, nothing's 100%, but again, it gives you that exposure that you may need. I think, though, one of the things that I know we have a system in place. We have a proven system in place to where, we have, it goes here, it goes there. There's a series of things that have to happen. There's phone calls, there's texting, there's all kinds of things that we do to get people into this open house. It doesn't mean that your house isn't a great house, but sometimes we need a little bit of love, a little bit more effort, and that what we call a system to put in play. I bring this up is because sometimes some agents don't have that system. It doesn't mean that others don't, but many of them don't really have a system in play to where they're actually going to be bringing results in. And then ultimately, that's the thing that you really want to be looking at if you're a seller is that you bringing bodies in. The reason why I say that is be leery if someone doesn't either have a system or they don't traditionally do open houses, but now they're going to do open houses for you. Many times what we see in the business is that you have somebody that may not have a directional sign, and they'll stick that in, and they're going to do an open house between 2 and 4 o'clock, and they come flying through the subdivision at about 2 minutes to 2, put that sign up, say, hey, I'm here, and at 3:59, they're standing at the door, we're getting ready to lock up, and they pull that sign and get that directional, and they're gone. And whether people showed up or didn't show up, so that maybe not be what you as a seller should expect. So again, having a plan, have a plan of action in. You can sometimes do an open house quickly, but most times 3 to 4 days notice. Again, having it set up that this is going to be happening, having a system in place, knowing it's going to be happening, giving time for the marketing to take hold, for the conversations to be happening, the texts, things of that nature, talking to past clients, talking to current buyers, getting them into the house. That is usually going to work out by far the best. And so that's really, really important to make sure you have that. We've seen it too many times where an agent that doesn't like doing open houses, and they say, well, I'll do one as if they're forced to. And at the end of the day, no one shows up, nothing happens, and they immediately go back, unfortunately, to the seller and say, in other words, I told you it wouldn't work. Well, that may not be the attitude that you're looking for when you're hiring your agent for the very first time, and understanding that, hey, this is a team, we're working together. So that's really important also. The other part too is talking about how do you know if you have good marketing or great marketing. And we'll start this segment, but I think I'm going to probably run out of time, and I'll finish it up in the second segment. But just so you understand, one of the key factors you have to understand, and it's in the book also, is how do you hire a realtor? And hopefully you know that person, you like that person, and they have a proven track record, and over years of time of different areas, different locations. Because if they have that, then chances are they have good, maybe even great marketing. So that's one of the things that when you're looking for marketing, there's nothing wrong with looking for marketing, but find out what that person's experience is, and if they're having success, well, they're probably going to have some pretty good success for you too. So that's one way. The other way that we're going to talk more about in the next segment, but just to kind of touch on it, is what I call, it doesn't happen very often because sellers are much, much more wiser than they used to be, but what I call that shiny ball is when agents come in and say, I have a marketing system that is going to blow you away. That by having this marketing system, just this marketing system, you're going to get whatever you want as far as money goes, that your house is going to sell in record period of time. And as I said, it's kind of the shiny ball theory, that just look at the shiny ball, don't worry about anything else. This marketing is going to have great success for you. Most sellers, again, are pretty leery about that. They're much more educated, but some are not. And so I'm going to go in the next segment and talk more about exactly what I'm talking about, being a little bit more specific when I say the shining ball. You may be surprised of what you hear on that. Hey, you listen to Ready, Set, Sold. I'm your host, Bryan Vogt. Hey, like us on Facebook. Remember, we have podcasts, and you can get them on Google Play or you can get them on iTunes. So we're everywhere, YouTube. Talk to you in a bit.